And away we go. No sooner than we get through with the grid, John Delaney nearly repeating his mistake from last fall. Spun the tires a little bit, got into the outside wall in that initial start, but it's Bryson Hixenbaugh in that 63 machine getting out to an early lead. He's got about a 2-car length gap back to second place Delaney. And Cameron Stone, the Bristol hopeful, I was talking about him a little bit, how he's my pick. Well, he moved up one spot immediately on this start. He is giving Jonathan Delaney a run for his money right on the bumper. And already, Mason, we're seeing 2 lanes here. We're seeing Cameron Stone move to the middle of the turns. And Jonathan Delaney, he's preferring the bottom, but overall, it seems like their lap times are pretty equal. So this might be more multi-lane than I expected.
Yeah, Andre, this track is very, very strange in how these drivers kind of tackle it during their races. I've noticed that in a lot of series that I've seen on this track, whether it be, Cup Series cars, whether it's super late models, any sort of race that's held at this track, drivers just seem to find themselves in a lot different spots and just want to drive a little bit more aggressively than usual. I'm not sure if it's just the short track nature of Bristol or what it is exactly, but this track always just brings a lot of exciting racing, and drivers right now currently in the front of the field are starting to go a little bit single file. You have the number 79 machine kind of going high there. Looks like to get out of the way of everyone else, he's going to be Matthew Gaskins. He's going to be already a lapped car here. We already have our first caution out as well.
Looks like numerous cars involved. I'm seeing damage on Chad Edwards, number 4, Matt White's number 70, and I'm hearing that Cody Bird was the direct cause of the caution. And oh, look at this, a ton of right side damage to Kevin Steele. Good thing he's got a lot of points built up. Let's take a look at this replay here, Mason. As we pull it up on 3Y TV, there's a 13 York Peppermint Patty's car. Cody Bird, he was in a must-win situation. Oh, there was a wreck going on in front of him. Chad Edwards went up the track to avoid that wreck, and that sent Cody Bird up into the outside safer barrier, then up into the catch fence where he nearly flipped end over end. And Kevin Steele, he was just coming along to avoid that wreck, and unfortunately got squeezed between Cody and the wall. But the 37, Jason S. Taylor, got loose in the middle of the corner, and that was the accordion effect that led to Cody Bird nearly flipping over. Tell you what, Mason, that is not what Cody wanted to see. Here we are on board, Jason Taylor with the Stay Salty driver tag. Well, there's going to be a lot of salt, I'm sure, in the driver chat after this one.
Absolutely. I gotta agree with you there, Andre.
And this is going to be a wild ride right here, Mason. We're riding along with the number 13. He's going to nearly flip over. Chad puts him in the wall. And,
the wall.
I got to imagine the alignment. If the alignment wasn't already messed up on that car, the hit from Kevin Steele didn't help. And you can see he's got that car turned all the way to the left just to go straight. That's an unfortunate break for Cody Bird. Here we go. Final lap of this stage. Jonathan Delaney, a near flawless stage 1 in that number 9 machine. He's going to come around turns 3 and 4. Once 10 cars have come to the completion of this lap, we're going to go ahead and throw the admin-mandated stage caution. Delaney wins the stage. Cameron Stone P2. Bryson Hixenbaugh with a last-minute pass to get up into 3rd. He's going to take P3. Adam Benefield 4th. Bryce Hoffman, the first car 1 lap down. He will be your lucky dog in that number 21 machine. Jason S. Taylor there in 6th. And the graphic went away, so let me pull up my time scoring. Outside of 6, we got Sean O'Brien Jr., Josh Ward, Jason Chambers, and the last driver to grab a stage point is going to be Damaris Hickenbottom. Damaris, obviously one of the drivers, definitely trying to stay inside this cutoff line, and so far it seems like that's the way things are going to go for him, having a good night, finishing out in the top 10. He's 2 laps down currently. We are doubled up, pace car down pit road, and Jonathan Delaney is going to lead him to the green. And Bryson Hixenbaugh right behind him, but, well, not right behind him. He's a few car lengths back there. And Cameron Stone's going to dip down to the bottom, single file there in P2. And we got to go ways back in the field before we get double file. And somewhere back there in that fray, you're going to see Bryce Hoffman, who he was lucky dog. Now he's got to work his way through all of this traffic. And whoa! Close call as the caution comes out. Man, oh man, we got cars spinning up high, down low, and Bryce Hoffman weaving through all of it. What a move. That's going to be quite the replay to watch, I would say.
There's a lot of carnage in that. I would say.
Absolutely. So the number 79 looks like he was up on the high line. That's kind of who we're following. Maybe. Oh, okay. A little bit of a rear end there. Cars. That's hard to keep. That was almost like two separate incidents that happened all at once. We're going to take another look at the replay. And up ahead. It almost looks like, I can't make out the number on it, but it looks like that orange car might have just dove down. I'm having a hard time making heads or tails of this. Here we go, riding on board. Okay. So there was an issue with the number 17. I think the 17 got hit by somebody, and that kicked off everything. So Tim Rail, an unfortunate victim of circumstance that kicked off a huge pileup going into the corner. The number 20 car involved. There's Tim Rail. 21 just barely squeaking through. We're going to take another look at this. 65, Sean O'Brien Jr. is above him at this point, and it looks like... what's going to happen here? So the number 20 goes up high, but no, the catalyst was the orange car. He was coming up the track for some reason, and I think what the 20 did was just an evasive maneuver. I'm a little confused as to what was... I have no idea.
It's kind of hard to call. Yeah, it's kind of hard to call who is at fault for that one. There's a lot of different cars involved in there.
Okay, so Jason Chambers is the driver of the number 30. To me, and I'm going to go back and look at this from my iRacing replay, so I got a bit of a clearer view, but it looked to me like he was slow on the straightaway. Maybe got loose. Yeah, he just got loose out of the corner, bounced it off the inside wall, came up across the track, got into Tim Rail, and that's what kicked off everything else. So he just got loose coming out of the corner. It was just a simple mistake. And I'll tell you what, Mason, that's the second Black Flag Motorsports car we've seen get loose on their own. I got to wonder if maybe that whole team, they're running a similar setup, obviously, as teams tend to do. Maybe they missed the mark on that setup, because those cars look absolutely evil. I mean, laps this close in proximity and have so few issues. It just, like you said, Mason, it just speaks volumes about the ability of the drivers in this league. And a lot of that, I think, comes down to recruitment. This is not a league that is looking for the best drivers. Of course, if you have drivers that are fast, that's good. And this league, oh, here we go, Cameron Stone coming down pit road. But, if we can get a fast driver, that's good. And this league does attract fast drivers. We've got a former Coke Series driver. We've got Bryson Hickson-Bar, Jonathan Delaney, Cameron Stone, very fast drivers. But the main thing that the admins look for in this league when recruiting is clean driving. It's not about how fast you can turn a lap. It's about your awareness, how you race the cars around you, how you treat the other racers. Here comes our leader down pit road, Adam Benefiel. And so when that's your priority when recruiting, is whether or not somebody's clean or not, you're going to get a lot of races like this where it's just phenomenal driving by everybody involved. And Cameron Stone has to back up ever so slightly. That's going to cost him some time, especially under green. As Adam Benefiel is making his way around the infield to his pit stall. 83 finally making it, and there is Jonathan Delaney, who has stayed on track. Just like you said, Mason, he's going to want to try to stay out as long as possible, make sure that no caution could come out to trap him a lap down. Get out ahead of the competition for the time being, and then see what we can do. But Benefiel is out and away. Looked like a clean stop. We didn't see him enter his pit stall, but judging by how much time it took, I don't think he blew his pit stall and had to reverse or anything like that. So Benefiel out and away, and this could be just adding to the lead that he had. I mean, really, when you think about it, Mason, by the time Delaney gets out of pit road, with the time that he's wasting on these old tires, I think chances are Adam Benefiel is going to cycle out a few seconds further ahead than he was going in.
Yeah, it's hard to say at this point in time during the there's this early on in, I guess, the restart of the green flag pit stop, and now Jonathan Delaney is now entering pit road. As I was about to actually talk about Jonathan Delaney staying out as long as he did, it's these strategies that these drivers are putting out here, especially in the leader positions, it's all a gamble. As we said earlier, the sooner or the later that you pit, the more meaning that it has on the rest of your race. Jonathan Delaney pitting this late, now it might give him an advantage in the sense that he's going to have fresher tires than everyone else. He's going to have more fuel, but the fact that he has more fuel is going to make him a little bit slower because he's a little bit heavier. It's, like I said, it's a little bit of a gamble here, as Bryson Hixenbaugh and Adam Benefiel are now going to be leading the field, but Jonathan Delaney had quite a quick pit stop there.
How about John Delaney? 13 seconds back, continuing to fall back. That long run speed that he had early on doesn't seem to be really helping him much. Like I said, all of these drivers who are on the lead lap, well, all of them, I say both of these drivers who were on the lead lap who aren't Adam Benefiel, they're hoping for a caution. And at this point, it's probably not going to happen as Adam Benefiel comes around to lap Bryson Hixenbaugh. That would leave only John Delaney on the lead lap. So that would be one less person that could benefit from a yellow flag should it come out. There he goes to the bottom, 3 wide with the leader and 2 lapped cars. Again, always a scary situation, but Benefiel stay side by side with the 63. These two drivers have quite a history, a bit of a rivalry, friendly or maybe not so friendly. It's hard to tell sometimes, but that is going to put Bryson 1 lap down. Jonathan Delaney 13 seconds back, about 3 seconds from going a lap down, but I don't think that Benefiel is going to have time. The white flag flies for our leader, Adam Benefiel. 12.9 second lead. Nobody behind. Just 1 more good lap for this driver. He's going to bring home a win, lock himself into the next round of the playoffs, and carry Team Conti forward through this season. Adam Benefiel wins at Bristol for the 100% Cup Series.